What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Overall, it was a pretty well-rounded day. We picked up a setup. We picked up two-mans. And this is really all of the plays that happened since my last video that I uploaded. So not too many plays have happened. A lot of the plays are either going on right now or they're happening at like 1 p.m. today. And obviously, I didn't want to wait to get my video out just to have those plays happen. But overall, we did hit this right here. I actually sent this one out completely free. It was on my Twitter, and then I linked it to my free plan on my winnable. So the VIP got it, the free people on my winnable got it as well. And we did end up hitting this here. I took Sabonis over first half fantasy score. He had actually hit this in 19 of his past 20 games. Okay, so 19 of his past 20 games. I thought this was an insane stat, and went ahead and took the play, and he got 25 fantasy score in the first half. And then LeBron was actually probably the closer one right here. He only had 12 points going in the fourth, but he got it done and got 8 more points in the fourth, even though they're kind of blowing out the Celtics, which was interesting. But we did hit this here. We also hit this on Counter-Strike right here. This one down here, I will say, this one we absolutely should have hit. This guy Alpha right here, he's actually the worst player on this team. He got one last headshot in the very final round. So the one kill from his team that came in the final round was him barely getting a headshot and then instantly dying right after. So if he wouldn't have done that, we also would have cashed this. That was absolutely heartbreaking. I was like, wow, what just happened? I cannot believe that happened, but it happens, you guys. Sometimes we have close wins, sometimes we have close losses. We also picked up this as a setup. If I can move this here, so we are set up right here for tomorrow morning. I think this would go down to like a 4.5x because this guy pushed, and then this guy hit his line, and then now we're set up with a little bit of League of Legends correlation, which is great. And then also we're set up. Don't want to forget about this. I think I sent this out on like Monday, so hopefully our patience pays off. I think I sent this out on like Monday or Tuesday, and then we have Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith to go under completions and under receiving targets. We also came extremely close to hitting a 4-man right here. It's just not the week for 4-mans. I've been sending out a lot of 2-mans, but sent out a 4-man and it got extremely close. Once again, another 3 out of 4 this week. So, it happens. Sometimes the 4-mans are just completely on fire and we just keep hitting them every single day, and then sometimes we just have so many 3 out of 4s. But as you can see, the correlation's there. The soccer correlation, I took the unders. These guys both went under. Took the unders in Valorant. This guy just ended up going way over his line here and actually being the best player on his team. So it is what it is, you guys. A really close loss there. And then this was actually yesterday's YouTube play. It ended up DMPing these 2 guys in Counter-Strike. I have no idea why. I don't know if these guys get sick or they just, I don't know, throw a fit and don't want to play the game. I think ultimately this is going to DMP. I'm 95% sure this is just going to refund us back because they can't have 2 people on the same team. So I actually am going back to some of the Bills players today, specifically Shakir. And you'll see that in the pick in today's video. But these are just the best plays, right? I don't want to give you guys the faulty plays or plays that are lesser to plays like the Shakir line, which I really like. And then I actually have another player with him. But yeah, I think this is going to go ahead and refund us. If it doesn't, I think it would just be like a 2 to 2.5x payout, but it should refund us because it's 2 players on the same team. But yeah, unfortunately, the DMP'd. I can't really control that, obviously. If you guys want to get more of my picks, more of my VIP plays, please text me the word picks right here, and I will get you guys onto Vivid Picks. It's a app that I recently partnered with. If you guys have seen that I've done the Parlay Play promo in the past, or even with other apps, this is the app that I'm promoting right now. I'm going to be re-promoting Parlay Play back in the beginning of February, but right now the method right now is to get Vivid Picks. It is legal in a lot of states. I know it's probably like 40 plus states, so your state is most likely has Vivid Picks legal. Just text me and we can figure it out. Again, just text me the word picks to my number on the screen, and what I'll have you do is sign up with my code, but please text me first so I make sure that you're getting the code in correctly. It's just detective with no caps, but again, text me. I'll text you all this information. It should take 5, maybe 10 minutes, but most of the time it takes 5 minutes. All you're gonna have to do is put $10 into this app, and then once you put $10 into this app, I will give you 2 free months of the VIP. So it helps me because I'm pretty much partnered with this app to get people signed up, bettors just like you, profitable bettors just like you, and then once you do that, I will give you guys 2 free months of the VIP. So it helps me out. It also helps you guys out because you will get 2 free months of the VIP. All right, so if you're new here, you might be like, well, what does 2 free months even mean? Here is our past performance. If you guys don't know, I'm very transparent. So you guys saw some of my losses, right? We win, we lose. That's how betting is, right? You win some, you lose some. But overall, you want to find the graph and you want to track all your bets to be winning in the long term, right? So you want to win more than you lose. And you can actually see record-wise, we win less than than we lose. So we actually win less bets than we lose, but we're very profitable. And that's because normally we take a lot of four-mans, okay? So four-mans, they're actually going to pay out heavier every time you win than versus you lose, right? If it's a 10x that you get from a four-man, you can actually lose 10 times in a row or 9 times in a row and then hit one of them. And all of those 9 slips that you lose will actually get paid back by 1 slip, okay? So it's kind of a 1-to-10 ratio if that makes sense. So you don't have to win every other slip or every single slip to be profitable with this kind of strategy. And what I do is called correlation. I'll kind of get into that too. This is 2025, so we're up close to 50 units in 2025. I don't think I've updated this since yesterday, but yesterday I think we went up like 1 or 2 units. Yeah, this is the graph in the past maybe like 7 or 8 months. This is over 2,000 bets, you guys, actually like close to 2,500 bets. And yeah, so a lot of data backing behind this graph here. And you can see that we constantly are on the up and up here. We have little dips, we have peaks, we have valleys, but overall we're obviously climbing up, right? So 2 months of the VIP, maybe any sliver of this is going to be 2 months and you are going to be profitable. We have never had a non-profitable month in the VIP, okay? We've never had a non-profitable month. We've obviously had non-profitable days. We've even had non-profitable weeks, but every month in a month time frame, we've never been not profitable. All right, so getting into the play for the day right here. I do really like this play. I'm going back to some of the Bills players, as I'll explain. Let's go ahead and start with Counter-Strike today, just because I started with NFL yesterday. So let's explain Counter-Strike. This is going to be a very similar play to yesterday, and that's, you know, don't overcomplicate things, right? It's not rocket science. We take correlated plays together. So Counter-Strike, it's very correlated together. The shorter a game goes, the less kills that happen. The longer a game goes, the more kills that happen. So, for example, if I can move some of this stuff around, these players right here that I hit this 2-man on, these players right here, this was a short game. So because it was a short game, not many kills happened in this game. If a short game does happen, it's going to benefit both players to not get many kills. If a long game happens, that means a lot of kills are probably going to happen and a lot of kills, a lot of headshots, and both of these guys are going to get a lot of kills if a long game does happen. So we're hoping for a shorter game. This team, Akimbo right here, is a much better team than Bad News Capybaras. I don't know. These team names are crazy. But I'm taking the unders right here. I'm taking the unders. I think it's going to be a short game. And if it is a short game, it's going to benefit both of these players to go under. It's going to benefit the headshots to go under. It's going to benefit the kills to go under. So that's why I'm taking these two under together. It's very correlated together. So if you've never played Counter-Strike, if you don't know what Counter-Strike is, that's completely fine. Just know it's correlated together. If a short game happens, less kills will happen. If a long game happens, more kills will happen. In this graph right here, just because you don't know about Counter-Strike, it's completely fine. Like I said, in this graph right here, I'm telling you guys 1,000 plus of these bets, probably 1,500 of these bets plus, Counter-Strike is involved in some shape or form, okay? It's really correlated, and they do not payout shift it very much on Prizepicks. You can see we're getting a 9.5x on Prizepicks. If you tried to do a 4-man on the NFL, that was correlated together, you'd probably get a 8x, a 7.5x, a 7x. I get comments a lot, or people text me and it's like, hey, why don't we just do all NFL, or why don't we do all like League of Legends or something? And like, it's because they'll payout shift you to a 6x or a 5.5x I've even seen, right? We don't want to take things that are only paying us 5.5x. We want to try to get as much payout as possible, and Counter-Strike really, really does that well because it's correlated and it limits the payout shift that they give us. So down here, let's talk about how this is correlated. So yesterday I talked about Josh Allen over pass completions and Shakir over receptions. So that's still a really good play. If you guys want to slot that into this 2-man, you guys can. Honestly, that would be completely fine. I still really like that play. The lines are still up. But I'm taking James Cook under rush attempts. I think this is another really good play, and it plays into the game script, right? I think this is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think Kansas City is a very, very close contender. Last game that they played, I think it was back in October, November, Kansas City did lose the game, so the Bills won the game, but James Cook still only got 9 rush attempts in that game, okay? So they throw a lot versus the Chiefs, and every single time that the Bills are in a close game or the Bills are losing the game, James Cook goes under this line. I promise you guys. If you guys look at the stats, he's only gone over this line really like 3 or 4 times, and they're in blowouts. So when the Bills are blowing out a team, they're going to run the ball, right? Like every NFL team would. When they're winning the game, when they're dominating the game, they're going to run the ball and pass the ball less. But when they're in a close game or when they're losing the game, right, and they're playing the Chiefs, right, they're playing a really, really good team. It's going to be a close game, you guys. They don't run the ball as much, okay? So I'm taking James Cook under rush attempts. I think this should be like 13.5 to 13, which is big in rush attempts. I mean, that's a whole play, right? That they're giving to James Cook. And then also I'm taking Shakir to go over 5 receptions. So I explained this in yesterday's video. I love this line as well. He's one of those guys that just gets a ton of screen passes. He gets a ton of just easy targets over the middle, screen passes, bubble screens really easily. I think he got 7 or 8 receptions. I forgot what it was. I think it was 8 receptions last time they played the Chiefs. And he's just one of those gadget guys that just gets very, very close to the line of scrimmage receptions, easy receptions where it's undroppable pretty much. So taking all this together, you can see this is correlated together. The more Bills have to throw, the more Shakir is going to go over and the more that James Cook's going to go under. And then also, like I explained on Counter-Strike, the less less long the game goes, the less kills that happen, and the longer the game goes, the more kills that happen. So again, very correlated. This is our strategy right here. We want things that make sense together. So this makes sense together, and then this makes sense together, right? We don't want to just take random plays that don't make sense, right? Why would we? If we're getting pretty much the same payout and we can take things that make sense together, we should do that, right? You got to maximize as much as you can out of these apps, right? These apps are here to take money from you, okay? So you need to take money from them. You need to do as much as you can to take money from them. So if you want to take money from these apps, again, text me the word picks. My number is right here on the screen. It's my personal number, so I'll respond to you within 5 to 10 minutes, and I will get you guys into two free months of the VIP. So literally 10 minutes after you're watching this video, you can get into the VIP for 2 free months just by following the steps super easily. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's have a good day today. Look out for another video tonight. I'm going to be doing more plays for the weekend for these championship games and stuff. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you in tonight's video.